God says, your miracle will be revealed in 5 minutes after you see this secret. It's only for you. But very bad news will come to your house tonight if you skip this message. So listen to God now before it's too late. Listen closely, because I am not speaking to everyone. I am speaking directly to you in this moment. And what you are about to hear carries a weight that can change the direction of your life. The miracle I speak of is not distant or delayed. It is already forming, already moving, already closer than you think. The reason you were led here is not random, and the urgency you feel in your chest is not fear, it is recognition. You are standing at a moment where attention decides outcome, and what you choose to do in the next few minutes will shape what enters your life tonight. Do not brush this aside, because what I am revealing is meant to intercept something and replace it with something greater. Type Amen if you believe. I am telling you that the secret is not hidden in complicated signs or distant places. It is something you have overlooked, something simple yet powerful that aligns your spirit with my will. Your miracle is tied to your awareness, your obedience, and your willingness to stay present when everything around you tries to distract you. You have been asking for change, praying for relief, hoping for a sign, and now I am placing it directly before you. But understand this clearly. If you turn away now, you are not just ignoring words, you are stepping out of alignment with what I am about to release. The bad news I warned about is not punishment. It is what happens when protection is ignored and when guidance is dismissed. I need you to stay with me, not casually, but with your full attention, because what I am unfolding is precise and intentional. In these next moments, your focus becomes your shield, and your listening becomes your gateway to what you have been waiting for. I have seen your struggles, the quiet battles you never speak about, the pressure that has been building in your life, and I have not ignored any of it. This is why I am speaking with urgency, because there is something attempting to enter your space, something that does not carry peace. But I am also making a way for you to block it and replace it with something that brings restoration. Before you go any further, take a moment and show your faith by liking this video, because your action is a sign that you are choosing to receive what is being released right now. You must understand that miracles do not always arrive in loud and obvious ways. Sometimes they begin in a quiet shift inside you. The secret I am revealing is this: your miracle is unlocked the moment you decide to trust without hesitation and align your thoughts with what I am telling you right now. Fear has been whispering to you, telling you that nothing will change, that things will remain the same. But I am overriding that voice. I am telling you that change has already begun, and your agreement with this truth accelerates it. The 5 minutes I spoke of are not about time alone, they are about the moment your belief catches up with what I have already prepared. Type yes to affirm. Right now, as you continue to listen, something is shifting within you, even if you cannot fully explain it. That feeling is not confusion, it is awakening. It is your spirit recognizing that you are not alone and that I am actively working on your behalf. You have been carrying weight that was never meant for you to hold forever, and I am lifting it piece by piece as you stay connected to my voice. The danger I mentioned earlier is real, but it does not have power over you when you remain under my guidance. Your attention right now is not wasted. It is protecting you, it is positioning you, and it is opening doors that were previously closed. Do not rush away from this moment, because what you are receiving is building layer by layer. I am not only preparing a miracle for you, I am also strengthening you so that you can sustain it when it arrives. Many times you have asked for blessings, but your heart was not ready to carry them without fear or doubt. Now I am preparing both the blessing and your ability to hold it with confidence and peace. Stay here. Stay present, because every word is shaping what comes next in your life, and what is coming is not small or insignificant. You may have felt overlooked before, as if your prayers were unheard or delayed, but that was never the truth. I have been aligning things behind the scenes, moving pieces in ways you could not see, preparing a moment exactly like this. The fact that you are here now is evidence that something is about to be revealed, something personal and specific to your situation. This is why you cannot treat this lightly, because it was designed for you at this exact time. I do not speak without purpose, and I do not call without intention, and right now I am calling you into a moment of transformation. As you continue to listen, allow your heart to soften and your mind to become still, because resistance blocks what I am trying to place in your life. You do not need to understand everything immediately, you only need to stay connected and willing. The miracle I promised is not just about one event, it is about a shift that changes the way things unfold for you from this point forward. What you have been struggling with will not hold the same power over you, and what has been delayed will begin to move. But it all depends on your willingness to stay aligned in this moment. There are moments in life when awareness becomes protection, and this is one of those moments for you. As you stay here and continue listening, you are placing yourself under a covering that shifts outcomes and redirects what was meant to harm you. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. There is a pattern that has been trying to repeat itself in your life, something that has brought disappointment, confusion, or unexpected trouble before. I have seen how it has affected you, how it made you question your path and your peace. But tonight, that pattern is being interrupted because you are choosing to stay aligned with my voice. The bad news that could have entered your house is connected to that same pattern, but I am stepping in to break it. You are not helpless in this, because your awareness and your attention right now are part of the solution I am placing before you. Type 777 to receive blessings. You may not see it with your eyes, but something has already begun to shift around you. The atmosphere in your space is changing because you are allowing my presence to take priority over distractions. When you choose to listen instead of turning away, you are making room for peace to replace anxiety and for clarity to replace confusion. I am moving in ways that go beyond what you can measure, and I am positioning things so that what reaches you tonight carries peace instead of disturbance. Stay steady, because your stillness right now is part of your protection. The secret I spoke of continues to unfold, and it is rooted in your agreement with what I am saying to you. When your thoughts align with my truth, you begin to cancel out the fear that tries to take hold of you. Fear weakens your ability to receive, but trust strengthens it, and right now I am building that trust within you. The miracle that is being revealed is not separate from you, it is connected to the way you respond in this moment. As you choose belief over doubt, you are opening a door that was previously blocked by hesitation. You have been through moments where you felt like things were slipping out of your control, where uncertainty made you feel unsettled and uneasy. I saw every one of those moments, and I did not ignore your struggle. What you are experiencing now is a turning point where control is being replaced with trust, and anxiety is being replaced with peace. I am not asking you to force anything. I am asking you to remain present and allow what I am doing to take effect. The shift is already happening, and your role is to stay connected to it. As you continue, I want you to notice how your breathing begins to slow and your thoughts begin to quiet. This is not a coincidence. It is the result of your spirit aligning with my presence. When you are in alignment, the chaos around you loses its grip, and you begin to experience a calm that cannot be explained by circumstances alone. This calm is part of the miracle because it prepares you to receive what is coming without fear. You are not just being protected, you are also being prepared. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. There is something important you need to understand about the timing I mentioned earlier. The 5 minutes are not about a countdown that pressures you, but about a moment of realization that shifts everything inside you. When that realization takes place, the miracle begins to reveal itself in ways that are both subtle and powerful. You may notice a change in your thoughts, a new sense of clarity, or even an unexpected sense of hope. These are not small things, they are signs that what I promised is unfolding. You have been waiting for something to change, something to move, something to break through the silence that has surrounded your situation. I am telling you now that the silence is ending and movement has already begun. Even if you cannot see the full picture yet, you are standing at the edge of something that will bring relief and direction into your life. This is why it is so important for you to remain here and continue listening, because each moment you stay connected strengthens what is being released to you. Do not let doubt creep in and tell you that this is just another moment that will pass without meaning. Doubt has tried to keep you from recognizing what is real, but I am clearing that away right now. What you are experiencing is intentional, and it is designed to lead you into a different outcome than what you have known before. You are not repeating the same cycle, you are stepping out of it, and this moment is part of that transition. Stay focused, because your attention is guiding you through this shift. I am also strengthening your heart, because what is coming requires you to stand with confidence instead of fear. You have been stronger than you realize, even in moments when you felt weak or uncertain. Now, I am building on that strength and helping you see yourself the way I see you. You are not fragile, you are resilient, and you are capable of carrying what I am placing in your life. This understanding is part of the miracle because it changes the way you move forward. As you remain here, know that you are not alone in this moment. My presence is with you, surrounding you, guiding you, and protecting you. The warning I gave earlier is losing its power over you because you are choosing to stay connected and aware. What could have entered your space with negativity is being replaced with peace and stability. This is not something you need to force, it is something you are receiving by staying aligned. This is how transformation often begins, quietly but powerfully, without noise but full of purpose. Stay anchored in this moment, because the more you remain, the stronger this alignment becomes. There is something I want you to notice about yourself right now, something subtle but real. Your thoughts are not as scattered as they were before, and your heart is not carrying the same tension it was holding earlier. This is not coincidence, it is the result of you allowing my presence to settle over you. When you choose to stay instead of leaving, you create space for peace to replace what was overwhelming you. That peace is not temporary. It is a sign that you are stepping into a different flow, one that leads to the miracle I spoke of. Type 222 if you trust God. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You have spent time wondering when things would finally shift, when the pressure would ease, and when the answers would come. I have heard every silent prayer and every thought you never spoke out loud. What is happening now is my response, not delayed, not forgotten, but perfectly timed. The reason it feels sudden is because much of the work has already been done behind the scenes. Now you are stepping into the moment where it begins to reveal itself to you. The warning I gave you earlier is now losing its hold, because your attention has redirected the outcome. What could have entered your home with confusion is being replaced with calm, and what could have disturbed your peace is being held back. This is how protection works. When you remain aligned, it does not always appear in visible ways, but it changes what reaches you. You are not imagining this shift, you are experiencing it. And the longer you stay connected, the more complete this protection becomes. I want you to understand that the miracle I promised is not limited to one area of your life. It is not a small or isolated change. It is something that touches multiple parts of your journey. You may begin to notice improvements in places where you once felt stuck, or clarity where you once felt lost. These are signs that the shift is spreading, reaching beyond what you expected. What I am doing is not partial, it is complete, and it is designed to bring you into a place of balance and peace. There have been moments when you felt like giving up, when the weight of everything around you made it hard to keep going. I saw those moments, and I stayed with you through them, even when you did not feel it. Now I am bringing you into a different experience, one where you begin to see the results of your endurance. You did not hold on for nothing, and you did not wait in vain. This moment is part of the answer to everything you have been carrying. Type 1111 if you walk by faith. As you continue to listen, allow yourself to fully receive what is happening without questioning it too much. Sometimes your mind tries to analyze what your spirit already understands, and that can create unnecessary doubt. Right now, your spirit is recognizing truth, and your role is to stay open to it. You do not need to force belief. You only need to remain present and willing. The more you do that, the more natural this shift becomes. You are also being prepared for what comes next, because the miracle is not just about receiving something, it is about sustaining it. I am strengthening your mindset so that when things begin to change, you do not fall back into old patterns of doubt or fear. You are learning to stand in confidence, even before you see the full result. This is important because it allows you to move forward without hesitation when the doors begin to open. There is a reason you feel a sense of calm building within you, even as you continue to listen. That calm is not coming from your surroundings. It is coming from your alignment with me. When you are aligned, external circumstances lose their ability to shake you the way they used to. This is part of your growth, and it is also part of your protection. You are becoming steady in a way that allows you to move through life with confidence instead of fear. I am also restoring something within you that was affected by past disappointments. There were times when things did not go the way you hoped, and it left a mark on your trust. Now I am healing that, not by ignoring it, but by replacing it with new experiences that rebuild your confidence. You are not the same person you were before, and you are not meant to carry the same expectations of disappointment. This is a new phase, and it is unfolding right now. As you stay here, you are also learning something important about yourself. You are realizing that you have more control over your direction than you once believed. Your attention, your focus, and your willingness to stay connected all play a role in what unfolds in your life. This is not about pressure, it is about empowerment. You are not passive in this process, you are participating in it, and that participation is making a difference. The hours ahead are not going to carry the same uncertainty you may have expected earlier. Instead, They are being filled with a sense of stability that comes from this alignment. You may notice that situations resolve more smoothly, or that things that once caused stress no longer affect you in the same way. These are not random changes, they are the result of what is happening right now. Your decision to stay connected is shaping what comes next. This is not temporary relief, it is the beginning of a new foundation forming inside you. What once felt uncertain is slowly becoming steady, and what once felt heavy is starting to lift in a lasting way. There is a reason why I have kept you here, guiding you step by step instead of revealing everything at once. Your heart needed time to open, your thoughts needed time to quiet, and your spirit needed time to recognize what is real. Now that you are in this place of stillness, you are able to receive more clearly. This is where the deeper part of the secret begins to unfold. It is not outside of you, it is within you, and it has always been there waiting for this moment of alignment. Type 1010 to claim miracles. The miracle I spoke of is connected to a shift in your inner world that begins to reflect in your outer life. When your thoughts move from fear to trust, when your focus moves from doubt to belief, everything around you starts to respond differently. This is not something you force, it is something that happens naturally when you align with me. You are stepping into that alignment right now, and it is creating a ripple effect that will continue beyond this moment. What you are feeling is the beginning of that ripple. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150 million-year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. I know there were times when you felt like nothing was changing, when your efforts seemed to lead nowhere, and when waiting felt endless. Those moments tested your patience and your faith, but they also prepared you for this shift. Now that you are here, you are not the same person who struggled through those times. You are stronger, more aware, and more ready to receive what is being placed in your life. This readiness is part of the miracle, because it allows you to recognize and hold on to what is coming. As you continue to listen, pay attention to how your perspective is changing. Situations that once felt overwhelming are beginning to look different, not because they have completely disappeared, but because your understanding of them is evolving. You are no longer seeing everything through the lens of fear or limitation. Instead, you are beginning to see possibilities, openings, and new directions. This shift in perspective is powerful because it changes the way you move forward. Type 555 if you believe change is coming. The warning I gave you earlier has now transformed into reassurance because your alignment has altered the outcome. What could have entered your space with negativity has been redirected, and what could have caused disruption has been held back. This is not something you need to question, it is something you are experiencing as you remain connected. You are under a covering that is active and responsive, and your presence here is part of what keeps that covering in place. There is also something being restored within you that you may not have realized was missing. It is a sense of confidence that does not depend on circumstances, a quiet strength that remains even when things around you are uncertain. This strength is not loud, but it is steady, and it will guide you in ways you have not experienced before. You are not just receiving a miracle, you are becoming someone who can carry it with confidence and clarity. You may begin to notice that your thoughts are no longer racing the way they used to. Instead, there is a sense of order forming, as if things are falling into place within your mind. This is not accidental. It is the result of you allowing my presence to organize what once felt chaotic. When your thoughts become clear, your actions follow, and your path becomes easier to walk. This clarity is one of the first visible signs of what I am doing in your life. I am also shifting the way you respond to challenges, because the way you react determines the direction you move in. Before, certain situations may have caused stress or confusion, but now you are beginning to respond with calm and understanding. This change may feel small at first, but it has a powerful impact over time. It allows you to move through situations without being overwhelmed, and it keeps you aligned with the direction I am guiding you toward. There is something important you need to hold on to as you continue forward. This moment is not separate from your everyday life. It is meant to influence everything that comes next. The peace you feel now is something you can carry with you, not something that fades when this moment ends. You are learning how to stay connected, even as you move through different situations. This connection is what keeps the miracle active in your life. I want you to understand that what you are experiencing is real, even if it feels different from anything you have known before. Change often feels unfamiliar at first, but that does not mean it is uncertain. It means you are stepping into something new, something that has not been shaped by your past struggles. This newness is part of your growth, and it is leading you into a different kind of experience. As you stay here, you are also becoming more aware of your own strength. You are beginning to see that you are not as fragile as you once thought, and that you have the ability to remain steady even when things around you shift. This awareness is empowering, because it changes the way you see yourself and your situation. You are no longer defined by what you have been through. You are defined by what you are becoming. The peace within you is becoming more grounded, and the uncertainty that once surrounded you is fading into the background. This is not something that will disappear. It is something that is becoming part of you. There is a deeper layer to what I am revealing, and it is connected to your identity. You have spent time seeing yourself through the lens of past struggles, past failures, and past disappointments. Those experiences shaped your thoughts and influenced the way you responded to life. But I am changing that perspective now, because you are not defined by those moments. You are being reshaped into someone who carries strength, clarity, and confidence. And that transformation is happening right now as you stay connected. Type 333 if you feel God's presence. The miracle I spoke of is not only about external change, it is also about internal restoration. There were parts of you that felt worn down, parts that lost hope, and parts that questioned whether things would ever improve. I am restoring those parts, not by simply replacing them, but by renewing them with something stronger. You are not going back to who you were before. You are becoming someone greater, someone more aligned with peace and purpose. This restoration is part of what makes the miracle complete. You may begin to notice that your reactions are changing in subtle ways. Situations that once triggered frustration or worry are no longer affecting you in the same way. This is because you are no longer operating from the same mindset that those situations once influenced. You are stepping into a place where your response is guided by clarity instead of confusion. This shift may feel quiet, but it is powerful, and it will continue to shape the way your life unfolds. Type 888 to receive divine protection. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The warning I gave earlier is now fully transformed into protection because your alignment has redirected the outcome. What could have entered your space with negativity has been completely blocked, and what could have caused disruption has been replaced with stability. You are not just avoiding something harmful, you are stepping into something beneficial. This is how alignment works. It does not only remove what is negative, it also introduces what is positive. You are experiencing both at the same time. There is also something happening around you that you may not fully recognize yet. The environment you are in is beginning to respond to the shift within you. When your inner state changes, it influences what you attract and how situations develop. You may find that interactions become smoother, that decisions become clearer, and that obstacles begin to move out of your way. These are not random changes. They are connected to what is happening inside you. You have been prepared for this moment in ways you may not have realized. The challenges you faced, the waiting you endured, and the lessons you learned all played a role in bringing you here. Nothing was wasted. Even the moments that felt difficult or confusing, they were shaping you into someone who could stand in this moment and receive what is being given. Now that you are here, you are not starting from nothing. You are building on everything you have already experienced. As you continue, you may feel a stronger sense of confidence rising within you. This confidence is not based on external circumstances. It is rooted in the understanding that you are guided and supported. When you carry this confidence, you move differently, you think differently, and you respond differently. This creates a chain reaction that continues to influence your life in positive ways. You are not just experiencing a moment, you are stepping into a new pattern. I am also bringing clarity to areas of your life that once felt uncertain. You may begin to see connections you did not see before, or understand situations in a way that brings peace instead of confusion. This clarity is part of your guidance, and it will help you make decisions with greater confidence. You are no longer moving blindly, you are moving with awareness and understanding. This makes your path more stable and your direction more certain. There is something important you need to carry with you as you move forward. This moment is not separate from what comes next, it is connected to it. The alignment you have created here continues beyond this point, influencing your actions and your outcomes. You are not leaving this behind, you are carrying it with you. This is what makes the miracle lasting, because it is not confined to a single moment. You may also notice that your sense of fear is diminishing, replaced by a quiet sense of assurance. This assurance does not come from knowing every detail, but from trusting the direction you are being guided in. When fear loses its hold, you gain the ability to move forward without hesitation. This freedom allows you to step into opportunities that you might have avoided before. It opens doors that were once closed by doubt. As you stay connected, you are also becoming more aware of your own value. You are beginning to see that you are not overlooked or forgotten, but chosen and guided. This awareness changes the way you see yourself and the way you approach your life. You are not waiting for something to happen, you are stepping into what is already unfolding. This shift in perspective is one of the most powerful parts of what is happening right now. The stillness you feel is not empty, it is filled with direction, filled with guidance, and filled with a quiet certainty that was not there before. You are not the same as you were when you first began, even if the change feels gentle. What is happening within you is real, and it is lasting. There is something deeper I need you to recognize now, something that will anchor this entire experience into your life. The miracle I spoke of is not something that appears and disappears. It is something that integrates into your daily walk. It becomes part of how you think, how you decide, and how you respond to everything around you. This means that what is happening now is not limited to this moment, it is extending into your future. You are being positioned to carry this alignment with you wherever you go. Type 444 if you feel peace right now. I want you to pay attention to how your thoughts are no longer pulling you in different directions. There is a sense of order forming, a sense of understanding that is replacing confusion. This is one of the clearest signs that you are aligned with me in this moment. When your mind becomes steady, your path becomes clearer, and your steps become more confident. You are no longer reacting to everything around you. You are moving with intention and awareness. The shift that has taken place is also affecting the way you see your circumstances. What once felt like obstacles are now beginning to look like opportunities for growth and movement. This does not mean everything has changed externally yet, but it means your perception has shifted, and that is the beginning of real change. When you see differently, you move differently. And when you move differently, your outcomes begin to change. This is how the miracle unfolds in a practical way. Type 666 to claim breakthrough. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You may also notice that your emotions are becoming more balanced, no longer swinging between extremes the way they once did. This balance is not something you forced, it is something that has developed as you stayed connected to my voice. When your emotions are steady, you are able to make decisions with clarity instead of reacting out of fear or pressure. This stability is part of your protection because it keeps you from being pulled into situations that do not serve you. You are becoming grounded in a way that allows you to move forward with confidence. There is something else happening that you need to be aware of. Your environment is beginning to respond to the shift within you in a more noticeable way. You may find that certain tensions begin to ease, or that situations that once felt stuck start to move. These changes may seem small at first, but they are connected to the larger transformation taking place. When you are aligned internally, external conditions begin to adjust to match that alignment. This is part of how your miracle becomes visible. You have been guided to this point not by chance, but by intention. Every step that brought you here was part of a process that was leading you into this moment. Even the times when you felt lost or uncertain were part of that process, shaping you and preparing you for what you are now receiving. Nothing was wasted, and nothing was without purpose. Now you are standing in a moment where everything begins to come together. As you continue, I want you to hold on to the understanding that you are not alone in what you are experiencing. My presence is not something that comes and goes, it remains with you as you move forward. This means that the peace you feel now is something you can return to, something you can carry with you into every situation. You are learning how to stay connected, even when you are no longer in this exact moment. This connection is what keeps the miracle active in your life. You may also begin to notice that your decisions become easier to make, as if you are being guided from within. This is because your alignment allows you to recognize what is right for you more clearly. You are not guessing or second-guessing the way you once did. You are moving with a sense of knowing. This clarity is a powerful tool because it helps you avoid confusion and move forward with confidence. It is part of the guidance I am giving you. There is a strengthening taking place within you that goes beyond what you can see. You are becoming more resilient, more steady, and more capable of handling what comes your way. This strength is not built in a moment, but it is being activated in this moment. You are realizing that you have more capacity than you once believed, and that realization is empowering you. It changes the way you approach challenges and the way you see yourself. As you stay here, you are also stepping into a greater awareness of your own value. You are not overlooked or forgotten. You are chosen and guided. This understanding shifts the way you carry yourself and the way you interact with the world around you. You are no longer waiting for something to happen. You are recognizing that something is already happening. This awareness brings a sense of confidence that was not there before. The hours ahead are now aligned with the peace and stability you are experiencing. What you feared earlier no longer holds the same possibility because the outcome has been redirected. You are moving into a period where things feel more balanced and more manageable. This does not mean everything will be perfect, but it means you will move through it with a different level of strength and clarity. That is part of your miracle. You are not searching for direction the way you were before, because direction is beginning to rise from within you. This is how alignment settles into your spirit and becomes something you carry, not something you chase. There is something important I need you to see clearly now. The miracle I spoke of is not separate from your daily life. It is becoming part of the way your life unfolds from this moment forward. It is not waiting for a perfect condition to appear. It is already working through the conditions you are in. You are beginning to understand that change does not always start outside. It starts within, and then it reshapes everything around you. This realization is one of the most powerful parts of what I am revealing to you. When you carry this understanding, you stop waiting and start moving with confidence. Type 999 if you feel a shift within you. The calm that has settled over you is not something you imagined, it is something you allowed. You stayed when you could have left. You listened when you could have ignored. And because of that, your spirit opened to receive what I am giving. This is how transformation works. It begins with a simple choice to remain present. That choice has created space for clarity to enter your mind and for peace to take root in your heart. What you are feeling now is not temporary, it is the beginning of a new rhythm in your life. Type 111 if you are ready for new beginnings. There is also a shift happening in the way you understand your past. The things that once felt like burdens are beginning to look like preparation. You are seeing that what you went through was not meant to break you, but to shape you into someone who could stand in this moment with strength. This change in perspective removes the weight of regret and replaces it with a sense of purpose. You are no longer carrying your past as a burden, you are carrying it as a foundation. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful, ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. As you continue to stay connected, your ability to recognize what is right for you becomes stronger. You will begin to notice that decisions feel clearer, that you are less confused about which direction to take. This is not because everything around you has become simple, but because you are no longer approaching it with the same uncertainty. You are moving with a sense of knowing that comes from alignment. This knowing is part of the guidance I am giving you, and it will continue to grow as you move forward. There is something else you need to understand about what is happening. The protection I spoke of earlier is not only about preventing something negative, it is also about creating a path for something positive to enter. You are not just avoiding harm. You are being positioned to receive something that brings peace and stability. This is why your attention in this moment has been so important. It has not only blocked what could have disturbed you, it has opened the way for something better. you may begin to notice that your interactions with others start to feel different. Where there was once tension, there may now be ease, and where there was once confusion, there may now be understanding. These changes are not random, they are a reflection of the shift within you. When your inner state changes, it influences how you connect with the world around you. This is part of how your miracle becomes visible in everyday life. I am also strengthening your ability to remain steady, even when situations are not fully resolved. Before, uncertainty may have caused you to feel unsettled, but now you are learning to remain calm even when you do not have all the answers. This steadiness is a powerful form of strength because it allows you to move forward without being controlled by fear. You are not waiting for everything to be perfect. You are moving with confidence in the midst of what is still unfolding. There is a deeper sense of awareness growing within you, one that allows you to see beyond surface-level appearances. You are beginning to recognize patterns, understand connections, and respond with greater clarity. This awareness is not something you had before. It is something that has developed as you stayed connected to this moment. It is part of the transformation that is taking place, and it will continue to guide you in ways you may not yet fully realize. You are also beginning to understand your own value in a clearer way. You are not questioning your worth the way you may have before, and you are not allowing past experiences to define how you see yourself. This shift in self-understanding is essential because it changes the way you move through life. When you know your value, you make different choices, you set different boundaries, and you open yourself to better opportunities. This is part of the miracle unfolding within you. As you remain here, you are carrying this alignment deeper into your being. It is no longer something external that you are observing. It is something internal that you are experiencing. This means that when you move forward from this moment, you will not leave it behind. You will carry it with you, allowing it to influence your actions, your thoughts, and your decisions. This is what makes the transformation lasting. The hours ahead are no longer uncertain in the way they once felt. There is a sense of quiet confidence forming within you that changes how you view what is coming. You are not expecting disruption or negativity. You are expecting stability and peace. This expectation is not wishful thinking. It is a reflection of the alignment you have created. What you expect begins to shape what you experience. And right now, your expectation is being renewed. The uncertainty that once made you hesitate is losing its influence over you. What is replacing it is a quiet certainty that continues to grow with every moment you stay connected. There is something deeper unfolding now, something that goes beyond what you have already felt. You are starting to see that your life is not controlled by the same patterns that once held you back. Those patterns are being broken, not by force, but by your alignment with what I am revealing to you. When you remain in this state of awareness, old cycles lose their power because you are no longer feeding them with fear or doubt. This is how true change takes place, not from the outside in, but from the inside out. Type 1313 if you feel protected. The miracle I spoke of is becoming more visible, even if it is still subtle. It is showing itself in the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you respond to everything around you. You are not reacting the same way you once did, and that is a clear sign that something has shifted. This change is not temporary. It is the beginning of a new pattern that will continue to unfold. What you are experiencing now is only the early stage of something much greater. Type 1414 to affirm your faith. You may also notice that the sense of pressure you once carried is no longer as strong as it was. Situations that once felt urgent or overwhelming are beginning to lose their intensity. This is because you are no longer approaching them from a place of fear. You are seeing them through a different perspective, one that allows you to remain calm and steady. This calmness is not weakness, it is strength, and it gives you the ability to move forward without being shaken. There is also a clarity forming within you that is guiding your thoughts in a more organized way. You are no longer pulled in multiple directions by confusion or uncertainty. Instead, there is a sense of direction that feels natural and clear. This direction is not something you have to search for. It is something that is rising within you as you stay connected. It is part of the guidance I am giving you, and it will continue to lead you forward. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. As you continue, you are becoming more aware of the way your inner state influences your outer experiences. You are seeing that when you remain calm and focused, situations around you begin to align more easily. This awareness is empowering because it shows you that you are not at the mercy of everything around you. You have a role in shaping your experience, and that role begins with your alignment. This understanding is one of the most important parts of what you are learning right now. The protection that I spoke of earlier is now fully active in your life. It is not something you need to question or doubt. It is something you are already experiencing. What could have reached you with negativity has been redirected, and what could have caused disruption has been replaced with stability. This is not something that will fade quickly. It is something that will continue as long as you remain aligned. You are under a covering that responds to your awareness and your willingness to stay connected. There is also a strengthening taking place within your heart. You are becoming less affected by the opinions or actions of others. What once may have caused you to feel uncertain is no longer holding the same power over you. This is because your sense of confidence is no longer coming from external validation. It is coming from the understanding that you are guided and supported. This shift allows you to move forward with a greater sense of independence and peace. You may begin to notice that your energy feels different, lighter, and more balanced than before. This is not something you imagined. It is the result of releasing what was weighing you down. As you stay connected, you are letting go of tension, doubt, and unnecessary fear. In their place, you are receiving clarity, peace, and a steady sense of direction. This exchange is part of the miracle, and it will continue to unfold as you move forward. There is something important you need to carry with you beyond this moment. What you are experiencing is not limited to this space. It is meant to influence everything that comes next. The alignment you have created here continues with you as you move through your day, your decisions, and your interactions. You are not leaving this behind, you are carrying it with you. This is what makes the transformation real and lasting. You are also beginning to see yourself differently, not as someone who is struggling to find direction, but as someone who is already being guided. This shift in self-perception changes the way you approach your life. You are no longer waiting for something to happen, you are recognizing that something is already happening. This awareness gives you a sense of confidence that allows you to move forward without hesitation. As you remain here, you are stepping into a deeper level of trust. You are no longer questioning every step or doubting every outcome. Instead, you are allowing yourself to move with a sense of peace that comes from knowing you are supported. This trust is not blind, it is grounded in what you are experiencing right now. It is built on the alignment you have created and the clarity you are receiving. The hours ahead are now shaped by the shift that has taken place within you. What once felt uncertain is now approached with confidence, and what once felt overwhelming is now handled with calm. This does not mean challenges will not appear, but it means you will face them differently. You will face them with strength, clarity, and a steady sense of direction. The shift inside you has taken root, and it is no longer fragile or uncertain. You are starting to feel steady in a way that does not depend on what is happening around you. This steadiness is not temporary. It is a sign that you have stepped into alignment in a deeper way. There is something important I need you to hold on to as we continue. The miracle I spoke of is not something that arrives and disappears. It is something that unfolds layer by layer. You are already experiencing the first layers, and they are preparing you for what comes next. What you are feeling is not the end of the process. It is the beginning of something that will continue to grow. As you stay connected, each layer becomes clearer, stronger, and more visible in your life. Type 1515 if you feel stronger now. You are beginning to notice that your thoughts are no longer leading you into confusion the way they once did. Instead, there is a sense of direction that feels natural and steady. This direction is not forced, it is emerging as a result of your alignment. When your mind is clear, your path becomes easier to follow, and your decisions become more confident. This clarity is one of the ways your miracle is showing itself to you. Type 1616 to affirm your trust. There is also a change happening in the way you handle uncertainty. Before, not knowing what would happen may have caused you to feel unsettled or anxious. Now, you are learning to remain calm even when you do not have every answer. This calmness is not something you are pretending to have, it is something that has developed within you. It allows you to move forward without being held back by fear, and it gives you the strength to face whatever comes next. The protection I spoke of earlier is now fully established around you. What could have entered your space with negativity has been redirected completely. You are not only safe from what could have caused disruption, but you are also being guided into something that brings peace. This is how alignment works. It not only removes what is harmful, it creates space for what is beneficial. You are experiencing both at the same time. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You may begin to notice that situations around you start to feel more manageable. Things that once seemed complicated are becoming simpler, and decisions that once felt difficult are becoming clearer. This is not because everything has changed externally, but because your perspective has shifted. When you see things differently, you respond differently, and that changes the outcome. This is how the miracle continues to unfold in your daily life. There is also a strengthening within you that goes beyond what you can see. You are becoming more resilient, more grounded, and more confident in who you are. This strength is not loud, but it is steady, and it will support you as you move forward. You are no longer easily shaken by what happens around you, because your stability is coming from within. This is one of the most important parts of what is happening right now. As you continue to stay connected, you are also becoming more aware of your own value. You are not questioning your worth the way you once did, and you are not allowing past experiences to define how you see yourself. This awareness changes the way you approach your life. You are making decisions from a place of confidence instead of fear, and that is opening new possibilities for you. This is part of the transformation you are stepping into. You are also beginning to notice that your interactions with others feel different. Where there was once tension, there may now be understanding. And where there was once confusion, there may now be clarity. These changes are not random. They are a reflection of the shift within you. When your inner state changes, it influences how you connect with others. This is how your miracle becomes visible in everyday situations. There is something important you need to carry with you as you move forward. The alignment you have created here does not stay in this moment. It moves with you into everything you do. It influences your thoughts, your actions, and your decisions. You are not leaving this behind, you are carrying it forward. This is what makes the transformation lasting and real. You may also begin to feel a sense of confidence that you did not have before. This confidence is not based on knowing every detail, but on trusting the direction you are being guided in. When you trust, you move forward without hesitation, and that opens doors that were once closed. This is how your path begins to expand in ways you did not expect. The hours ahead are no longer filled with the same uncertainty you felt before. Instead, they are shaped by the peace and clarity you are experiencing now. You are not expecting disruption or negativity. You are expecting stability and guidance. This expectation is not wishful thinking. It is a reflection of the alignment you have created. What you expect begins to shape what you experience. As you remain here, you are stepping into a deeper level of trust and understanding. You are no longer questioning every step. You are allowing yourself to move with confidence. This trust is built on what you are experiencing right now, and it will continue to grow as you move forward. You are not walking blindly. You are being guided with clarity. What once felt uncertain is no longer carrying the same weight, and what once felt distant is now within your reach. You are stepping into a new way of being, one that is grounded in clarity and quiet strength. There is something deeper I want you to recognize now. The miracle I spoke of is not separate from your identity. It is becoming part of who you are. It is shaping your thoughts, your reactions, and your choices in ways that feel natural and effortless. This is how true transformation works. It does not sit outside of you waiting to be noticed. It becomes integrated into your life. As you continue to stay aligned, this integration becomes stronger and more visible.